Justice has finally caught up with Brittney Griner after her alleged racist remark toward Caitlin Clark spread across social media, while many believe the WNBA tried to avoid addressing the situation. Now, many people believe the outcome has become the punishment they were waiting to see.
Indiana Fever and Atlanta Dream played. Indiana Fever is where Caitlin Clark plays. Atlanta Dream is where Brittney Griner plays. Now you tell me what it looks like Brittney Griner is saying here.
For the ticky-tack fouls that we were talking about earlier today.
For a little bit of context, this was in the fourth quarter after Brittney Griner fouled out against Caitlin Clark, and Indiana Fever would go on to win by 5. Now I'm going to tell you what I think she said. Let's play it back. Looks to me like she is saying trash and then calling Caitlin Clark a bleep white girl. Just a reminder, this is who Joe Biden traded for the Russian merchant of death. So many WNBA players hate Caitlin Clark so much when she is the best thing that could have happened to the league. And she's not the best thing that happened to the league because she's white.
The same league that many fans believed had been protecting Griner for weeks has now made a decision that could completely change her future. Her career is now being questioned by many, and some believe she is finally facing the consequences of her actions. For weeks, people criticized the WNBA for ignoring what they believe was a racist incident involving Caitlin Clark. Now the league has announced a decision that has created major reactions across the basketball world. The organization that was once accused of shielding Griner from criticism has now been forced to respond, and the impact of that decision has been massive. It all started with the incident that many people say led to this turning point. During a game against Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, cameras appeared to catch Griner saying, "trash effing white girl," after she fouled out. The video quickly spread online, and many viewers believe.
If you want to get people never to watch the WNBA, this is an amazing way to do it. If the league is going to be rooted in this sort of nastiness with regard to its only real star, good luck to them. Well, folks, the left has a real problem in the United States. They've spent the last several decades talking about how racism is an endemic problem in American life. And there's a problem with that problem, which is there's not enough.
I believe the words were clearly visible. Several lip-reading experts also claim the phrase matched what was said, leading many people to accuse Griner of making a racist remark, instead of taking immediate action.
Brittney Griner was caught on tape during a game with the Indiana Fever, dropping racial slurs against Caitlin Clark, I mean, pretty obviously doing so.
Ticky-tack fouls that we were talking about earlier today.
And it doesn't take a lot of genius to lip read Brittney Griner, whose voice, by the way, is about as low as mine is, calling her trash and an effing white girl. Now, of course, if Caitlin Clark had ever suggested the same in reverse, using black as opposed to white in that sentence, that'd be the end of her WNBA career. But Brittney Griner is going strong. It's totally fine.
Critics argue that the WNBA focused on limiting the damage and protecting one of its veteran stars. Many fans pointed out that the league had previously investigated claims involving Indiana Fever supporters, but appeared unwilling to address this controversy. As criticism continued to grow, the issue refused to disappear, and the pressure on both the league and Griner became impossible to ignore. The reported contract suspension is being viewed by many as more than a response to a single event. Supporters of the decision argue it reflects concerns about a pattern of behavior that can no longer be overlooked. They also point to previous complaints Griner made about loud crowds during games when fan interest in the league was increasing. Others have criticized her for making controversial.
I mean, I know there's always consequences to actions. You know, what I did, I already know that I was going to get, some time for that. And, I respect, I got 3 games. Okay. Not disputing that at all. Do I think that it shouldn't have been 3 across the board? Boom, everybody involved in it, 3-3-3. I think that would have been honestly fair. I would have been happy today with that. Not happy today, and it's not because of my suspension. I take ownership.
Controversial remarks after returning to the United States following her release from detention overseas. If the suspension affects her career, it could also impact her salary, endorsement opportunities, sponsorships, and future reputation. Many believe every financial setback would serve as a reminder of the consequences of this controversy. At the same time, Caitlin Clark has brought record attention and new revenue to the WNBA, and many newer fans have made it clear they expect equal standards.
Brittney Griner is playing a game, and this is what Brittney Griner calls. I was not going to comment on any of this stuff until this took place. Watch what she says. The entire internet has reacted to this. Here's Brittney Griner. They're playing against the Indiana Fever, and look what she's saying. Go ahead, Rob.
For the ticky-tack fouls that we were talking about earlier today.
Well, that pretty much sounds like trash effing white girl.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest.
So the whole market reacts to this with Brittney Griner, right? And then the other quote, Rob, then I'm going to wrap this up and then I'm going to go to Adam. Put the quote of Brittney Griner, what she said about the NBA. This is so funny how all this stuff works out, right? She says, this is from Brittney. Every time we play her, there's this commotion, like this loud rumbling from the stands. Turns out it's people, thousands of them, just sitting there, watching on purpose. It's very disruptive. It's called the freaking game that they pay you money to play. Don't play the game.
It's for every player. Because of that, many believe the league could no longer ignore the public reaction. The announcement immediately became one of the biggest topics on social media because many people had assumed Griner would never face serious consequences. After surviving multiple controversies throughout her career, many now see this moment as proof that no player can avoid accountability forever. The timing of this reported suspension has drawn attention because it comes while the WNBA is trying to build on the popularity and growth linked to Caitlin Clark. Many believe sponsors and television partners do not want to be connected to any controversy involving alleged racist remarks. Critics argue the league eventually realized that continuing to defend Griner could create greater financial damage than taking action. They also claim the player contract already included rules that allowed disciplinary measures, meaning the league had the authority to act from the beginning, but chose not to until outside pressure increased. Many fans now say the delayed response feels more satisfying because they believe accountability finally arrived. Griner supporters continue defending her by questioning the evidence and arguing that veteran players deserve more consideration. However, critics respond that the video became the center of the controversy and that public opinion was formed after many people watched the footage for themselves. Clark supporters say they have been asking for accountability since the incident first became public. They are
by Autumn Johnson.
BG, right now you have 10 points, 5 rebounds. We see the Atlanta Dream as being very... Right now she's talking to the refs about holding. We're going to send it back to you guys.
Very important question.
argue the league handled complaints involving Indiana Fever fans differently, making this decision feel like a correction after weeks of criticism. Many basketball fans believe the move helps restore confidence in the league and shows that no player should receive special treatment because of reputation or experience. The attention surrounding the reported suspension has also led some media outlets to revisit how they covered the controversy, with critics claiming the story was initially minimized. Beyond basketball, many believe the situation could affect endorsement opportunities, sponsorships, and future earning potential if companies decide to distance themselves from the controversy. Others have also questioned the consistency of the league's public campaigns promoting respect and inclusion, arguing that those values should be applied equally in every situation. Some commentators have connected the discussion to Griner's return to the United States after her detention overseas, saying that past events have added to the strong public reaction surrounding this controversy. Players around the league are also watching closely because many believe the situation could influence how future disciplinary cases are handled. At the same time, the league is continuing important business discussions involving television rights and sponsorship agreements, making its public image even more important. Social media reactions have remained divided, although many users have expressed support for stronger accountability if league rules were violated. Some legal experts have suggested that any challenge to a suspension would depend on league policies and contract terms. Team executives and coaches are also expected to pay closer attention to player conduct, knowing that future incidents could receive greater scrutiny. International audiences have also followed the controversy, making the league's response important beyond the United States. Many fans who criticize the league's original response now say they hope this leads to more consistent enforcement of league standards instead of isolated decisions. Others believe the emotional impact on Griner could be significant if she feels that support from league leadership has changed. Whatever happens next, many players will likely watch closely to see whether similar standards are applied in future cases. Sponsors are also expected to continue monitoring public controversies carefully because companies generally avoid negative publicity. Some supporters of Clark believe any action by the league shows that all players deserve protection from inappropriate behavior. Others argue the discussion has become larger than basketball because it raises questions about accountability across professional sports. Coaches and team officials now face the challenge of supporting their organizations while responding to public criticism. Griner's representatives may also face more difficult contract discussions if her public image has been affected by the controversy. Some observers have even questioned whether the situation could influence the final years of her professional career. Many also believe the incident could become part of how her basketball legacy is remembered. Comparisons have been made with previous disciplinary cases involving other players, with critics arguing that stars have sometimes been treated differently. Reports also claim the league reviewed available video and spoke with people present before making any decision. The controversy created a major public relations challenge for the WNBA because it affected relationships with fans, sponsors, and broadcast partners. Some reports have also suggested that education programs, public apologies, or community work could be considered if future disciplinary steps are required. For many observers, the biggest takeaway is a belief that every player should be held to the same standards regardless of status. Whether people agree or disagree with the outcome, this situation has become one of the league's most discussed controversies. If disciplinary action was taken, many believe it sends a message that professional athletes can still face consequences when their behavior creates major public concern. If you enjoyed this discussion, remember to like the video and subscribe for more WNBA updates.